All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
59, ready, 125. Okay, south. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Minus 50, minus 50. You go, let's go.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Watch the safety creep. Space.
They keep it with Smith on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside.
And this is caught. That one good for 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
280, check. 21. He's coming. We got double alpha. Minus 50.
On 2nd and goal. Ryan, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Colts nothing.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now Ito Smith, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They run with Hines. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And finally taken down at the 15. A huge play that time for the Colts. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. It's Jordan Wilkins here, 2nd-year man from Ole Miss. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Brissett, quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the penalty, it's Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan flushed out right. This complete to Jones. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. These two teams all tied after 1.
Looking forward, Tom. Go ready.
A first down carry for Smith. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, Tuesday. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Barner. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenyon Barner. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. 45. You had him. You better be afraid.
On first down, Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, it's Hines. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This is third and goal. Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Ryan, and he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Now Barner. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. 280. 50. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 99. Check 90. Go.
On third down, Ryan. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
25.
They'll run it now with Barner. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a run for Barner. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. We often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Wilkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Play action. It's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action, Ryan. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hey, South! Stay at home, stay at home. Face, face. 50. Hey, gun. Hey, check my feet.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kenyon Barner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42.
I got him. That's me. Good. Motion backfield. 45. Mike, 45. Now watch one. Let it go.
This is Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and not get free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Brissett to throw on 1st. Complete to Hilton. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Brissett on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got it to Hilton. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Brissett. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mike, 45.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Brissett. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Falcons! Kenyon Barner, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They give it off here to the tight end, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run again with Barner. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a give right side. It's Wilkins, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Brissett now. And a catch made by Hilton. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Jones has it.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Drop deep, drop deep. Double tight, double tight. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week.